morning, Brave Readers. It's Friday, April 3rd, and so I have some fun books for you to do today. We have talked about what to do when you're worried, what to do when you're feeling sad. Miss Grant talked about things, how we deal with things when things bad happen in the world. We talked about being respectful, and so today I have a book called Pass It On. But before we get started and we talk about our book talk, Pass It On, I want to do our words of affirmation because I think it's super important that we start each day with positive words of affirmation. So I want you to say, I am strong, I am brave, I am kind, I am good, and I am loved. Because Mrs. Grant and I want you all to know that we think you are all of those things. And so we want you to know that about yourselves. So we think you are brave and strong and kind and good and loved. So now that we've said our words of affirmation, I have a fun book that I want to share and talk to you about. And I hope that you go on YouTube and that you listen to the whole story because it's a really great story. And it's called Pass It On. So, this is called Pass It On by Sophy Henn, and she talks about how when you see something terrific, smile and pass it on. If something amazing happens, spread it and share it to everyone and pass it on. The world's a little bit happier and a little bit brighter when we smile and we all pass it on. So, I have a page I want to share with you, and it talks about sometimes when our fun and our happiness isn't where we expect it to be, that if we look around, there's always something that we can be grateful for and that we can pass on. So we just have to look a little bit harder on days when we think, when we think that things aren't, when it's hard for us to find our fun. So, also, the thing about passing it on is when you pass on kindness, it gets passed back to you. And when things get passed to us, it makes us feel so good. So when something good happens to us, hold on to that good feeling and then share it out and pass it on with everyone else. So it's a great book on showing kindness and joy and just spreading positivity. And it can feel a little bit not positive right now because we can't go out, we can't see family or friends like we used to. And so it might feel like it's a little hard to spread joy and positivity, but it's not. There are lots of things that we can do right now at home to spread joy. We can go outside and go on a walk, and we can wave to our neighbors. We can FaceTime grandparents that we're not able to go and physically see. We can write emails and send emails. We can write handwritten notes and put them in the mail and send them to our loved ones. We can put positive words out on the sidewalk and use sidewalk chalk and spread positive messages so as people pass by, they see the positive things that we've written. You can put signs in your window. This one says we're all in this together, and it's got some sunshine because it's been a little bit gray and rainy. Also in our neighborhood, we went on a walk and we started to see bears in people's window, and we were like, that's kind of funny. I wonder what that's about. And we learned that neighborhoods all across Texas and all across the world are spreading kindness by sending families on bear hunts. And what neighbors are doing is they're putting bears in windows, and so when you go on a walk, you can look and see, oh, does that house have a bear? And go on little bear hunts, and you can count up all the bears that you see in your neighborhood windows. So try one of those things and spread kindness by putting a bear in your window, writing on sidewalk chalk, FaceTiming somebody. Those are all great ways to spread joy and positivity. So I want you to tell us how you're spreading joy and positivity through this time of us having to be socially distant. So write a comment and tell us the things that you're doing, or send us a picture in our emails. We would love to know and see what y'all are doing. So tell us how you're passing and spreading joy and how you are choosing to pass it on. So I have an activity that I want us to do, because sometimes, even though we know that there are different ways we can pass it on, it feels like there's just a lot of negativity. And so when we start thinking about the things that make us sad, we talk about, like if we think about, oh, I can't go outside, I can't go see my friends, I can't go to school, that starts to make us think sad and then feel sad. But when we practice gratitude, it changes our mind, and it changes the way we actually think about things. So when we practice gratitude, it rewires our brain to think about and appreciate all the good things that we have going on. So my challenge for y'all is to write 5 things that you're grateful for. It can be you're grateful for nature, you can be grateful for the trees and the lakes that we have, the flowers that you see outside, the bluebonnet season. It could be for your family, it could be for board games or your Nintendo Switch. What are things that bring you joy? I want you to think about 5 things that bring you joy. And just like we do daily affirmations, we should do daily gratitude and think about the things that make us happy. Maybe you're getting extra family time with your family. Maybe you're getting story times with your family. Maybe you're watching Netflix and you love doing that. Maybe you're grateful for you're like having siblings, or maybe you're grateful for cooking dinners together. Whatever it is that you're grateful for, write it down and make a list. You don't have to share it with anybody. It can be just your own list, but just practicing gratitude changes the way we think, and it helps us to feel better. So I hope you all had a great week. Next week is going to be a brand new week, and we're going to be back again next week doing our daily story talks, book talks. I hope you enjoyed this book talk. Go check it out, the full one, and be sure to tell us how you are choosing to pass it on. Bye, y'all.